Game week 7 of the English Premier League is right at the corner. Arsenal will be taking on West Ham United at the Emirates Stadium. What an encounter this one promises to be. Look into the fact that the last time the Hammers visited the Gunners, it was a defeat for Arsenal right at home. I remember the way this match found out. Arsenal kept on attacking, but failing to understand that West Ham at the point in time were really good on the counter attack. So when Arsenal kept on mounting the pressure, West Ham came just on a quick and fast counter attack to score. I remember the goal was scored by Jared Bowen. Now this is the seventh game of play. It's an important one because last time out, Liverpool, who are Arsenal's most fierce rivals now as it stands in the Premier League, lost. That was their first loss in the Premier League to Crystal Palace. And also in the midweek fixtures, Liverpool went to play Galatasaray in Turkey and they still lost this game by 1-0. It means this fixture which comes up for Liverpool now is a must win. Also for Arsenal, because you will not see a situation where Liverpool misses out on 2 games or 3 games in a row. They're a good team. At least they should be able to put one or two together and be able to come out with the victory. And after this, I beg to also tell everybody that there is the international break. And with the international break coming, nobody wants to go in a low, like just going back and feeling that you had something to do probably in 2 weeks. You don't want to give the media all the negative news to just have about your club in 2 weeks' time, and also the players going on a low. So I think all the players who want to go on a high, both Arsenal and Liverpool players. Yes, I've been talking about Liverpool just because Liverpool are the rivals that are going head to head with Arsenal as everything stands. Manchester City are the dark horse. They might just come with the way Haaland is right on red hot form. It might just be a case, Manchester City stepping in one way or the other. But as things stand now, we think that it's a battle between Arsenal and Liverpool. Arsenal have played 6 games so far. They have won four, they have lost one, and they have drawn one. That was they lost to Liverpool and the draw to Manchester City. On the other hand, Liverpool have played six, they have won five, and they have lost one. So Arsenal, if I look at the table, yes, Arsenal are 2 points behind Liverpool, but Arsenal boasts like a better goal difference they have scored. They have a goal difference of 9 against 5 for Liverpool. West Ham United just recently changed their manager, and Arsenal faced Nottingham Forest, who were coached by Nuno Espirito Santo. So we must know that Gary Potter was sent away, like fired by West Ham because the results were not fast coming. And who was brought in? This is Nuno Espirito Santo. So Arteta, in one way or the other, already knows what he is expecting and already knows probably what will come. But this is not something that you can rely on because you will not keep on relying on a team that probably you have an idea. West Ham, it's a London derby. No matter how we look at it, they are not our fierce rivals, but they haven't been picking from points. If I look at the table, yes, West Ham sit 19th position just with 2 points, with 4 points. I beg your pardon. This is not something that a club of the stature of West Ham would really want to keep because having just 4 points, and when I look at their form, it's really not been good. They just managed to win one game so far. They've had a couple of losses. So it's that point in time where they also need to start getting points. We know that Mikel Arteta just recently celebrated 300 games in charge of Arsenal, and he spoke right major day today. He said a lot of things. The first thing he said was, with the ratio of wins I have had so far as a manager, if things were just normal, I would have been able to have won one of the major trophies. And it's true. But the kind of oppositions you're facing now are really fierce oppositions. These are oppositions that you need to be extraordinary in order to be able to win one of the major trophies. It's not again the moment where you could just win on an average and get the job done. No, this time around you need to be extraordinary in your victories. Because if you haven't 93, 94, 95 points, it might still not be enough to get you winning the Premier League. With the fact that Liverpool won it and Arsenal have come twice, three times in a row, I think they have come second, I beg your pardon, three times in a row. I think that this is the moment where having the squad which they have now, because they have a lot of good players and very, very good players, I must say, in all compartments. You look at the defense of David Raya, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, and either Lewis Carries or Califuri. This is one of the Arsenal so far boasts the best defensive record, even in Europe. No, they don't concede easy goals. Once they score, there is a possibility that this match is finished. Yes, West Ham lost also very good players. The likes of Kudus left West Ham. They have not really gelled perfectly. But as a team, we believe that there comes a time where something just needs to click and the team is good to go. But I'll not be saying that that thing should click when it comes to Arsenal now. With what we are going for and with what we are aiming for as a club right now, we need to show intent. We need to show that we are about our business, and we need to show that we can get this done and move away from. So for me, I would think this should be a victory for Arsenal. This should be a comfortable victory for Arsenal. West Ham are not so confident as a team generally as things stand. So it's going to be one of the best times to play them. And looking at the fact that the likes of Bukayo Saka just came back and they have had minutes and they are building, Eze, Martin Odegaard, I must say, came in during the last match we played against Olympiacos Paris, and he was very good, I must say. And also the chemistry beginning to develop between Odegaard and Gyökeres, and also the attack line, even Martinelli. Martinelli has been coming out to really deliver on a good level. So I think basically the team is getting there towards what we need as a club. We have good substitutions. The players who come in put the shift in, the likes of Moreno, the midfield in Zubimendi, who has been just marvelous during the start of his career in Arsenal. I'm trying to think, where would the threat come from when it comes to West Ham? Yes, you have the likes of Jared Bowen. You have, if I may think perfectly, yes, there is Jared Bowen, who is one of the most attacking player they have. Aside that, I'm still struggling to find where we can really get this worry. But you never can write off any Premier League team, because when it comes to Premier League football, it's always a very fierce encounter, and nobody wants to back down and just let the other team take over control and take over play. So I would say tomorrow I'll be going for. I think it will not be the perfect, because Arsenal haven't been scoring a lot of goals. So I don't want to just blow my mind with the prediction, but I think it will be a 2-0 victory for Arsenal, because once Arsenal score, the fact that it's at the Emirates behind the fans and everything, it will be so difficult for West Ham to come back. But I would say it's not going to be an easy encounter. But it should be a win for Arsenal, because we want to be going right up the table and developing on what we already have so far, and we need to win, because winning just propels us to the heights and the levels which we want to attain. This is for me a match which is a must win for Arsenal. We cannot afford to lose it, because now we are third in the table, because Bournemouth won their match today. So there is no possibility for Arsenal to go and feel, oh, it's a game we've already won, or it's a game we are feeling comfortable in. There is no level of comfort. We need to deliver. Arteta is under pressure now to deliver either the Champions League or the Premier League. And these are games that we cannot joke about. These are games that we need to go mean business, get it done, and let the players go for the international break with the joy, the happiness which everyone has. So for me, like I said, it's going to be a 2-0 victory for Arsenal. Let me know what you think. Let me get what are your predictions. Let me get who you think is a weakling for Arsenal as things stand. Do you think Arsenal are going to go all through? It's early days in the Premier League, but let me know if you're having a feeling that they will go all through. I believe it's going to be between Arsenal and Liverpool, but still, we never can tell. The likes of Crystal Palace, Tottenham are still hovering around. So let me get your predictions, and don't forget to comment, share, and like the video, because just a comment from you, a like from you, and even sharing and subscribing to my channel goes a long way to support what I'm doing and goes a long way to motivate me towards keep giving you guys content and everything. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share. Why not comment? Come on, all you gunners.